Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addie Thomas.
Hey Nerfherders, I'm Addie Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
Oh, thank you for introducing yourself with such great diction, Ben Milton.
You are welcome, Addie Thomas.
Today we're doing another episode of Star Wars RPG, the D20 episodes. We're continuing the story. Before we get to that, though, I want to remind you can check out everything from Patreon to weight loss or weight gain Civil War, in Ben's case.
That's hurtful, Addie.
But truthful.
No, I'm not gained. Well, the weight I gained, I lost. So screw you. Back to zero.
Did you ever factor in the big bag of Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish you ate during Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty fine. Pretty sure.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, you can follow the adventures and misadventures of Weight Loss Civil War on our website. All of that is at our website, certainpov.com. All our social media is there. And again, if you want to be a part of the podcast, in fact, you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes episodes of the Star Wars RPG through Patreon exclusively. Just go to our website, certainpov.com. Today, we're continuing the story, and I am playing Fosho, the Force Adept Keldor. Ben. Hello.
I am playing Fellow Savage Killer, the human Fringer. And to my left, we have Sean.
Hello, I am Sean. I'm playing Fendir Pickup, Ithorian Scout.
And then we got Corey.
Hey guys, I'm Corey, and Misa Gungun. Misa called Hu Flongdang. And I am a soldier.
And last, and what's really important with this is if there are details that this guy says, it's pretty much canon, including stuff like shields on TIE fighters, because he is basically the god of this story. Yep. So you can't really argue with the details he gives.
Hashtag alternative facts.
And here is the god and DM of this series, Case.
Oh my god, I am just amazed that Corey got through the entire thing. Every detail was right.
I'm so proud of you.
Seventh time's a charm, they say.
It helps that he has paper to take notes.
I'm taking notes.
And he had the starting frame of reference that we are in space.
I had to make sure I knew that this time.
That's pretty critical.
To jump or not to jump. See, this is a good fact to know before you decide to jump. All right.
Yes, this is good to know if there is gravity before you try to take off. There's a really good metaphor there somewhere. But while we ponder the mysteries of life, can I have everyone roll a d20 for me?
17.
18.
2.
20.
Really?
Whoa.
Yes.
So you know what the drill is. You get to pick someone to do it, and you get the recap bonus.
Oh, sweet. I like to hear Corey do the recap.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean. I can't tell you how scared I was.
Okay, well, we're in space.
Oh,
We've
okay.
established
Yeah,
that.
good. It's already come through.
Opening shot.
Opening shot.
Space.
All right. And so
Ship starts to fly
here's
by.
what I remember.
Lasers.
There were people on this ship. No, we had to repair this transporter ship. So we got on there, and there was a guy named Pace. Space? No, Space.
No.
What was the guy's
No.
name?
No, you were right for the first time.
Pace was
It was
right.
Pace.
It was a Pace? All right, yeah.
Pace
so-
wasn't on this ship.
No.
Oh, no, yeah, he was
The Gungan.
You guys talked to him on the radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
we talked to him on the radio.
Because Pace is our friend, is Fosho.
Doesn't
Pace is
like
our
me.
friend. That's what.
And he
okay.
doesn't
Definitely,
like me.
yeah.
So we had to fix this transporter ship, and then we ran into Slippery Jim, and he kind of directed us.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Apparently everybody likes a slippery Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what they all say.
Yeah. And so, Vag Killer had to fix the engine, so he was fixing the engine on this transporter. We were trying to get the shields up, and so we can go into hyperspace. I don't know, and then we ended up fighting on this.
Somehow we got outside of the ship.
Somehow we got outside the ship. I have
how
no
that happened.
clue how we got outside the ship, but I saved the day with my leap of faith and hanging by a string. And shot some guy in
From
the
a certain
head.
point of view, yeah.
From a certain point of view, and that's where we left off.
Wait, seriously, that's what happened?
Well, you
Yeah.
thought about Gargamel finding the village. He finds.
He finds the village.
I think we continue with that today.
Yeah, no, they split into just
That's
to
definitely what was
clarify,
happening in my game.
They split into two groups to deal with the boarding stormtroopers.
Right.
So Reggie, along with Findir, and then one of the soldiers that was just on the ship, went out and like had their encounter. Meanwhile, Foe and Hoof, along with another soldier, were dealing on the other side of the ship. And that was when Hoof was like, I'm going to make a jump check, and I'm going to jump into space. And I was like...
I was going to jump and punch the guy in the face.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That
but
makes
it turned
no
into jump
sense.
into space.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
made a
it's a
very
poor choice.
awkward...
It was a shortcut to the planet.
Yeah.
I'm out!
I'll meet you guys on the surface.
But so we open. We find you guys attempting to repel this boarding party of stormtroopers. We are going to start actually with a certain Mr. Phalius Vagkiller.
Hey!
Hard at work in the engine. So you've gotten everything starting to go, and like it was locked off. You got I think you were working on the weapon systems actually.
Sure.
Left off.
If you say so.
But you were kicking ass because you're great at jury rigging stuff. Like that's your deal. Like
That's
you're,
what I do.
You're like a space hillbilly who somehow makes cars run.
I don't know about Hillbilly.
Oh no, definitely
say
hillbilly.
space
Like it
MacGyver,
looks like
maybe?
you've had sex with your cousin.
Ooh, twice.
There we go. There we go. So you're hard at work, and give me a listen check, please.
Okay.
That could also make him a Roosevelt, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to be hillbilly.
You could be a president. You could be a hillbilly president.
Yeah.
18.
All right. Yeah, you definitely start to
I can
hear a sizzling sound above you.
Oh. Bacon!
Sizzle.
It's a Denny's act.
Take a look.
All right.
Give me a spot
look up.
check.
Look up.
Is that really a roll or just a drop?
13.
Okay, so you look around the chamber that you're in, and you find a spot that's starting to. It looks like a circle that's starting to form of red in the metal.
Shit.
You've got a few seconds to do something. What are you gonna do?
Is there anybody in the room with me?
No.
You're alone.
Oh, finally, I'm taking my pants off. No,
Get some blood flow.
I'm getting out of this. Like, where's the closest exit?
Behind you. Like you can
Okay,
go, yeah.
Head to that.
So you
seal
piece,
the door.
okay.
Yeah, I'm out because if that opens up, it's gonna suck me right out into space.
Okay, so yeah, so you run out the door and you close the hatch.
Wait, is that on the bulkhead or just on? Or is there a floor above, or is there like a room above me?
You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm out. Deuces. If I'm not sure, I'm out. Not sucking me out into space. I'm not getting sucked out tonight. Jenny.
Wow, this got personal.
As the door shuts and you're peeking out, you see a metal disc fall from the ceiling and a tube launch in to keep the atmosphere in. And the door shuts.
All right, good. At least I didn't die in there. All right, good to know.
Are you doing anything now?
Do I have a gun on me?
You do.
All right.
Yeah, you have a standard blaster.
Just a blaster. Okay. Door's shut. Shoot the door so they can't open the door.
Okay. All right, so you shoot the door so that the lock is
slowly
broken.
slow them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you
And now I'm
continue
gonna
running or
gonna
what's...
hightail it to try and find the rest of the team.
Okay, so we're gonna cut from you right now, hightailing out of there. We're gonna cut back over to Findir and Reggie. Findir, who had just led with the triumphant charge of "It's hammer time."
Oh, that's so good.
Can't touch this.
You guys see one of the Imperial shuttles. It's attached onto the side of the ship. You guys are actually like now on Susan. That's where they've attached onto. So the other one is on the Rebel transport, but you're on the actual hull of Susan.
So an Imperial shuttle mounting Susan.
Yes.
It sounds so dirty when you say it.
Come on, you beautiful flat-faced bastard.
All right.
We're going for it.
All right, let's do this repeat.
I got my guns ready.
All right.
All right.
Let's get her done.
God.
You just wish you were in that, hillbilly.
I didn't realize we were doing the blue collar tour.
Well, Reggie started off a little more sophisticated, but after not too much time, it just descended into anarchy and misery. But he steps on forward and he checks the entrance to the ship, and then all of a sudden, you see his hand touch the side, He starts to walk away. There's a charge on him. He gives a countdown with the hand that actually has all its fingers. 5, 3, 2. Hull breach! Explosion goes off the side of the ship. A Imperial stormtrooper flies out into space, clearly not equipped for any sort of space travel or anything.
See,
like that.
I was thinking. That could have been me.
Okay.
Describe what happens to his face.
No.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
This one is armored. It's just not a space-ready armor, and
No,
it just flies off.
Just flies off.
Clearly dead, and there's a little bit of like blood crystals coming out of it underneath the helmet, but that's it.
Gotta have the description in there.
Yeah. So he ushers you to like come on in.
So we just blew up the
You
Imperial
blew
shuttle.
the side of the shuttle off.
Right.
So there's might be more in there, but at the very least, what was right at the door.
It's gone.
Sucked.
Yeah, that was the airlock, though.
So he's inviting me into the Imperial shuttle.
Yes.
Okay,
Not
let's go.
to him.
Right.
Unless
Not
you want
yet.
to.
Not yet.
We're
That's
getting
why
there.
you're going
Not
in
yet.
the shuttle.
Yeah, slow and steady. Right.
All right. Come on, Kaz. Fendir, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them good.
All right.
Here's your sign.
So he rushes into the airlock. On the other side, you see 2 Imperial stormtroopers, like readying their guns, faced at the other door right there. They were able to like get clear before the blast went off. But he's like, "Get ready, about to open the door." So give me.
Why is he laughing?
Because I'm not afraid to die. I'm already dead.
All of a sudden, he turned into Jesse Ventura from Predator.
So give me an initiative roll, please.
Okay. 17.
Door starts to open, and the troopers are ready with gunshots. So they let off shots at you. First one definitely misses. Second one also misses. Shockingly, they're stormtroopers. Reggie pops open, or like reaches his arm in and like lets off a shot. But because of his stormtrooper background, is also misses that one.
He's a clone trooper. Clone troopers hit targets.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know who's actually good at shooting things? Kaz. Kaz shoots one of them, and it takes some damage. You're up, Fender.
Kill them all like animals.
17. Plus.
Your ranged attack. Roll.
Yes, range attack, of course. 19.
All right, that's a hit. So roll 2d6 for me, please.
8.
The one that casts it, you also fire a shot at, and with that, that's actually enough to damage his armor and breaks the seal. And you can see him like fall to the ground of the artificial gravity of the ship as air just sucked out of him, and he passes out and dies.
Wow.
Nice.
That's Rebels?
Rebels!
Guys are sick.
They're Imperials. What did you think we were doing?
That's true.
Okay, the other trooper tries to get a shot off at you. What's your defense?
Hide behind Reggie, because he's...
No. What is your defense?
Both eyes period around them.
13.
Okay, he hits.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
And how many vitality points do you have?
Less than what you have now.
I'm starting fresh now from last time? Or no?
You didn't take any damage
Yeah,
last time.
You didn't take any damage.
Yeah, so you're good.
Right, I didn't take
You're
damage
fresh.
from last time. Thank you, man. 18.
Now you actually have 6.
Oh, snap.
The shot hits your armor, and you're afraid that it might be punctured. So you sort of like recoil back, like worried and like freaked out at this whole thing. Nothing has actually been penetrated, but like it's hot. Like the blaster shot itself has like heated it. You're pretty sure it's going to stretch and rip at any moment. So you definitely don't want to like engage in anything too vigorous until you've had a chance to like look over your suit. Well, but at this point, Reggie then lets off a shot, and does some damage to the guy. Woo!
Go, Reg.
You're my nobody does that to my friends. And left-handed, like...
Yeah. You didn't know that by now? We're his friends.
Sideways, like Chinese gangster movie, like does a shot off into the trooper, whose armor takes the brunt of it, but he definitely like steps back, like shocked at that someone in a white suit was able to actually hit it.
And just then, a dove flies across the screen in slow motion.
And look,
Kaz tries to take evasive action and fire at the same time and misses. Fender, you're back up.
All right.
The best roll yet.
Ranged. 2.
3.
Divide by pi.
That is a miss. That so
it is.
and damages one of the computer systems inside the ship.
Oh, that's good.
You hear a little bit of like or rather, you don't hear, but you feel this vibration that the ship was doing when you first walked into it start to like shudder and be erratic as it goes. The trooper tries to take a shot and misses wildly. But then Reggie takes a shot and is jostled by this change in vibration, and his shot also goes wild. But in this case, it hits a computer console, and it causes the ship to shudder even harder. And if you give me a spot check.
Here we go. 20.
Okay, you glance outside the airlock and you see that the area immediately around the Imperial shuttle is glowing brightly. Clearly, there's some kind of energy exhaust coming off of it that's triggering the shields, and it's creating this bright blue glow. You know, you could walk on it; it wouldn't really affect like physical objects, but it is affecting energy that is somehow, or like there's some kind of output of the ship that's now triggering in like a weird mode and causing it to really like trigger the shields. Kaz takes a shot and misses. It's back on you.
Okay, here we go. 9.
Okay, that's a miss as well.
You ever used a gun before?
First time.
It's kind of tough with how his eyes are, you know.
Yeah.
Depth perception is not great.
Not a key. I can take sharp turns, but no, I cannot. Fire.
Yeah, it's like a deer. He can see it coming, but has a hard time judging the actual distance.
Huh. I feel like I learned something new.
The more you know.
The trooper gets a shot off at Kaz, and also hits his suit. The suit takes the damage, and he definitely looks like pretty freaked out by this. He seems to be clutching what you think might be a hole that's made in, but you don't think that he's actually about to die. He looks like he's now starting to fiddle with the suit itself. Reggie takes a shot and hits. And kills him.
Thank God for Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Best clone ever.
The shot, in this case, just creates a small hole in the chest of the stormtrooper, who falls down before you get to see any gore. In this case.
Oh, that's too bad.
But so the ship is shuddering violently still. Give me spot checks to try to see if you can figure out what's going on.
13.
You spot what appears to be controls for a cutting apparatus that it was trying to do to the Susan what was apparently happening to the Imperial shuttle as well, or to the Rebel shuttle as well. It is trying to cut into Susan with a boarding pod, but you've killed all the crew of the ship. You, however, don't want damage to happen to your ship, I'm assuming.
Right?
No, I don't. I care about my ship.
Thank you.
I don't want to get damaged.
I want to go on record. I've always liked that ship.
Findir, we need to be men of action right now. And Reggie walks up with his blaster and just shoots the thing and blows it up. It's a shower of sparks in your face and kind of stunning it. But you feel the shuddering stop, and the light coming off of the shields actually starts to dissipate, and this like blue glow like kind of like recedes back into underneath the shuttle. So you just disabled that Imperial transport.
All thanks to me.
You did a pretty good job on this one. At the very least, you were target.
I'm proud of you, Sean.
Yeah, you know, doing okay.
Good job,
Yeah.
Sean.
Thanks.
Man.
Thanks.
Are you going to try to? What's your next plan from that?
Well, I like to help out my other, my fellow rebels, because they might be in trouble on the other side. They could use a hand. It looks like we've got everything situated here. No one's cutting into Susan. All the troopers are dead on this side. Well, we need to help out these guys.
I think that's a good plan. Before we go, I got a little surprise for the Imperials. I'm ready for them. And Reggie starts to work on the.
You laughing at? You're expecting like dick pics or something?
Reggie slides down his armor.
Spray paints a picture of a giant dick in their cockpit.
Surprise!
No, you see Reggie go to work on the computer system. He like looks around and he tries to find explosives. He seems to draw them all together, and then still looking for more, he spots 2 fire extinguishers that were mounted on the distant sides, and pulls those in as well.
Call back.
He pulls out what appears to be some sort of adhesive bonding strip and wraps it around in sort of a makeshift way that you think he's rigging some kind of explosive. And he's like, we better get off this thing. And you guys all make your way off. As you get off, he like slams a button on the side, and it causes thrusters to kick the ship off of its like docked position on Susan, and flies up into space in a spiraling direction. And it just continues to rise, and you're not exactly sure how far it's going to go.
Hope autopilot kicks in and he sends that thing towards the Imperial somehow.
That would be really cool, but that's not going to happen.
Shit,
I
Reggie.
thought you were thinking he was going to say, "Get off my ship."
We're going to cut away from there and cut back to to Foe and Hoof.
Am I still dangling from a string?
No, they pulled you back
They
in.
pulled me back in.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're still on top of the ship with moon boots.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Or magnetic boots. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
that works for the purposes of my Gungan friend.
My Gungan
Moon
friend.
Okay.
boots will like. I'm gonna let him call them moon boots.
Yes.
Gun gun.
We did a good job. Yes, my friend. The Twi'lek says to you guys. His weird little like tentacles like kind of clogging up his helmet and like screwing up his vision a little bit. Clearly not a helmet designed for his anatomy. But we should move on. The other ship is just ahead.
All right, so we got to figure out either how to get this ship going or get these people off.
Well,
the
no,
ship.
we need to get the Imperial transport that's boarded on the Rebel transport. We need to get it off of it, right?
Yes.
So we're heading for that ship.
Yes,
And we have the grenades and some of the packs from the stormtroopers that we killed.
Yes, we
As
do.
well. So
That's a good plan. We should fuck them up.
Exactly. So I want to run for. I want to make our way to the Imperial transport, and hopefully Ben is still working on the engines and is making progress there, so we can get out of here as soon as we're done with this. But we'll go ahead and get to that Imperial transport. I want to open up the door and throw in one of the thermal detonators.
Hold on, I'm going to try to open a comm link with Findir. Maybe he can give us a status report of what's going on around the other side there. Findir.
Who is this?
It's Zeph.
You don't have caller ID on that thing?
It's shortwave
No.
radio.
Over.
What do you need there, good buddy? Over.
What's your status? We have engaged the enemy.
Status is still single, but ready to mingle. Over.
I see. We should have a conversation when this is all over.
I would like that.
Oh, this just got weird.
Right now,
Well, we'll be ready for BloodCon.
all Imperial forces have been wiped out, and we just sent the Imperial shuttle just on its way.
That's right. I've got a little surprise coming for him.
Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Oh, Wilbur, indeed. That is. Your friend is a scary one.
What the shit? I don't know what's happening. I'm already lost.
Slippery Jim is here.
Where did he come from?
He's on the comms.
Okay.
He's not just walking out on his face. He's just walking out. Hey!
Obviously not. I gave our only Gungan suit to your companion. But the sensors array indicate that we have been boarded. So please, kill them. Please, thank you.
So, Reggie, you already have plans for the other shuttle, right?
Oh yeah.
So we should actually head back on the ship so we can take care of the troops that have boarded.
Yeah,
unless
your
you
friend
need us
Fallius is probably almost dead.
We'll find Phalius. He's fine. He can escape. He's a fringer. He can survive.
We can probably handle the ones down here, but you guys probably want to get the ship off so that we can actually disembark from your ship and move on.
All right, so let's go.
We
ahead and
can't
take
go
it.
to hyperspace with an imperial transport riding on our back.
All right, then let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Yep.
You got the right idea.
Yeah.
This is about to happen, guys.
So so the plan still stands for me wanting to go and throw a thermal detonator through the front door of that.
All right, you guys start to come around the side of the ship, and it comes into view. You are facing its front. You are far enough away that you can't tell if there's anyone still on board, what's going on with it, but it's right there in your line of sight.
All right, I'm checking. Do computer check. See if there's something that I can. No, that's not right.
No, you're not
you're not doing a
Fire
check.
extinguishers. Fire extinguishers.
Intimidate.
Demolitions. All right. Demolitions.
Demolitions
Let me see
would
what I
be
can do.
exactly what you should do right now.
Yes. All right. Demolitions.
Intimidate. Grrr. All right, first up, you're still kind of far away, so you probably want to get a little bit closer to find out what's actually going on.
Yeah, of course. That's what we're doing.
As you're coming in, you don't see anyone immediately at the cockpit. You're pretty sure that while there might be someone in there, they're not at least like watching you as you currently are approaching. You also see this pulsing blue glow underneath the transport. And if you look down, you can see what appears to be a tube that's actually descended inside the rebel transport ship. The force shields are being triggered, and it's actually holding in the atmosphere as well. But there's this like energy effect going on there. It's like some sort of umbilical cord.
So we can't just shoot a hole into it because of the shields.
I guess this would be like a repair check.
Oh my god.
17.
7.
All right, with a 17, that's good enough to understand that while you might do damage to the ship, there are going to be multiple emergency systems to lock off areas that lose atmosphere. So you could do this damage as long as you don't actually hurt any systems that are underneath. From that repair check, you can also infer, based on like your general understanding of how these ships are laid out, that it is over the engines. So you are a little wary about just like straight up blowing it up. But maybe you could do something with like some sort of like controlled demolition to like say separate it first and then blow it up.
Done.
But you may want to make sure that there's no one actually in the space directly beneath it.
So let's do a splat check.
My friends, we should get on the comms and just confirm what is going on down below.
Yeah, here it comes.
Or a spot check.
Yeah.
Pigo, are you still down there? Well, yes, we are trying to ascertain what is going on.
I don't know what the fuck either. What the hell's happening?
He's a Rhodian, remember?
No, I don't know this. Thought I was losing my goddamn mind again.
No, that was in perfect English. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You didn't understand?
Holy shit.
Yes, my friend. Yes, I know. He is a very annoying one, but we need to make sure that he is alive as well.
That's you.
Tell me.
Clearly talking about Phalius.
Are you on comms? Are you on comms?
I don't know. Am I? Yeah, I'm on comms.
Well, thank you for not responding to when Pigo was asking for you to answer.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't speak Rhodian.
What is your status? Where are you? You were working on the engines.
We just got boarded. The engines are all fine and fixed, but we got boarded. I got out of the room and sealed the door, the blast door. So it's going to slow them down, but it's not going to keep them out of the rest of the ship for very long.
Give me a spot check.
Hey, let me do that. 17 plus 27.
All right. You can infer. Well, you can see that they are starting to work on the door to try to like melt it through. You would guess that you probably have about a minute before they cut through and get clear.
So I got about a minute before they get through this blast door. So if you guys got any bright ideas, now is the time to do it. Now.
Yes, you should probably go to him and help. Yes, okay. So, Pigo is going to go to meet with Phalius just in case. Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, he's a good idea. But we should move as quickly as we can. We need to blow this thing up.
All right, let's do that. Controlled demolition.
Controlled
Demolitions, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Actually,
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be fine.
We
It's
are
good.
going to be
Get
fine.
comfortable.
Hold on, we may wish to disengage its landing gear first before we set off any explosions.
Well, I want to keep this explosion roll.
Well, I can continue with my plan.
If you have a friendly DM, he might allow you to bank that roll, knowing that was what you were rolling for.
To bank this roll, please.
And I can go ahead and throw the. I can go ahead with the Twi'lek and board the shuttle. We were going to throw in the thermal detonator in to the door first, and then go in and clear out anybody and disengage.
Yes. I am ready to fuck these guys up.
No, let's fuck them up.
Let's fuck them up good.
All right, so demolitions check, I guess, for me as well.
Yeah, so do a demolitions check to breach the door.
No, swim.
You swim. It's good.
18.
All right, you set a charge, and the airlock bursts off. Like before, there's a quick explosion. The door ruptures. There's no one that comes out of this one though, and the seal on the other side is intact. Zeph rushes in. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was. Oh, dear God, Ben. Oh my God. This is what happens when you say dad jokes are okay for you.
They totally are.
It completely lowers your standards.
Just jelly.
No, we're going to have a talk about the podcast in general after that. We may need to go in a new direction.
J. Mike, you're up.
Welcome to the show. All right, so we run in with with our blasters ready.
Yeah. So you and Zeph both get into the airlock and force open the door. There's no one in there. But it looks like the umbilical has been launched. So there's like a chamber. It looks like an escape pod kind of tube. So it's already been closed off, and it looks like it's already been launched into the ship. So if you wanted to sort of mess with the controls on the ship, you could probably get it to have its landing gears like disengage and then blow it up from underneath once it like starts to like pull free a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So we'll head to the cockpit and go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Computer use.
Yeah, it's a computer use.
All right.
Both of us, or just him?
Yeah, he's welcome to. Like, I mean, you're wiring the bombs, right, while they're doing this. Yeah.
For 20.
All right.
Oh snap!
Yeah, so you're pretty familiar with these kind of systems. Like, it's pretty standard for ships at this point. I mean, literally, they've been doing it for thousands of years, maybe even 1,000 generations. And so you get it to disengage, and like the ship doesn't like fly away. It still has this umbilical tethered into the rebel transport, but its actual like magnetic locks have been released, and so it's like floats up a little bit, and there's this like metal tube that kind of like wafts back and forth as it like remains in its like space hovering over. My friend, that was very good. We should get clear before your Gungan friend kills us all.
Ooh, a pimple.
What? You didn't even, yeah, you missed that too.
You weren't there for that either.
I
do remember that. Yes, I was there for that one.
So
That's why you didn't know we were in space.
yes. You looked out the window and saw a pimple.
That's all pimple.
So Zeph and I let's just get out of here. And,
Yeah.
and as we get out, we can just yell to Hoof, go ahead and blow.
Well, so like Zeph like comes over to the edge and he has to lower himself slowly to like lock his feet onto the side of the ship. Now that's like risen up a little bit, and you have to do as well. So actually, give me a tumble check on this one.
15.
Yeah, all right, yeah, you successfully like get your feet locked into position and start walking away from it.
Blow it, Hoof.
And Hoof, do you want to describe what it looks like when you blow up this like umbilical cord connecting this ship to the transport?
I actually don't know because I found a pimple and I got distracted while it was blowing up.
It's very reflective.
Are you trying to be in character right now, or are you just like just trying to get out of providing some color?
A little A, a little B.
Misa thinks Misa's stupid. Oh yeah, so it just blows up. Pretty good description, right?
Any sparks, fire,
All of it.
blue.
All of it.
All right, so the way you set this up is that
sucked out of the ship.
you had a sequence wrapped around the umbilical itself of 6 smaller charges, and then larger charges that directly attached to the actual ship itself, or to the imperial shuttle itself. So the 6 smaller charges go off in a certain sequence around it, and that breaks the cord, and it starts to fly back up. And after about 10 seconds, the actual explosions on the ship pierces it. Now everyone was off, but if they hadn't been, they would have been like the entire bottom of the shuttle essentially like explodes outwards. But the rest of the hull remains relatively intact, and it just like flies or drifts off into space.
Do the troopers that are in the engine room, do they get sucked out?
No, the
Because they have the other end closed.
The other end is closed, and actually that energy field that you noticed before is now actually completely covering the gap. It's like keeping the atmosphere in.
Crap.
I'm gonna die on this
So
ship,
on comms, I want to tell Phalius we've gotten rid of the shuttle, but
Tell me.
yeah, Phalius, we've gotten rid of the shuttle, but the troopers are still in the engine room, so you guys need to be prepared for them to come on board.
All right.
Let's get through the door.
Spot check for something to hide behind, and that will give me a clear shot as they come through the door.
Yeah, there's a bulkhead that you can get behind.
Nice. I'm setting myself up there.
Okay. Pigo joins behind you.
Hey!
And also gets ready
Jesus,
to open
sneaking
fire.
up on me. All right, cool.
He's been there for a little bit.
Has he?
Yeah, he said he was coming to join you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't notice him. I was
on
really into my work.
Oh yeah, we can tell.
The hatch starts to melt through.
Okay.
And 3 stormtroopers emerge into the room. Give me an initiative roll, please.
16.
Okay. All right. They don't see you when they first initially move in, so you have a second if you want to like do anything special.
No, I think I'm just gonna shoot one in the face.
All right. So you pop out to fire. Go.
12.
No, unfortunately. That's
Well, that's unfortunate.
Pigo rises up and also
Come on.
lets off a shot.
Come on, Pigo.
That's a hit.
That's my little Rodian.
All right.
Yeah, right?
Even though Philly shot first, he hit.
You hear over the comm being like, that wasn't a compliment.
Oh.
Well, this is awkward.
Well, I'm complimenting him. I'm trying here. I know.
The troopers open fire on you guys. They take disadvantage because you guys have coverage, and so the first one definitely misses. One of them hits you, Phalius. Well, actually, what's your defense?
12.
Yeah, one of them hits you. And you take 3 points of vitality damage.
Oh, snap.
The blaster bolt hits you, like, well, I guess it doesn't technically hit you because of the way vitality works, but you just barely avoid getting shot. How are you doing, by the way, health-wise?
26 vitality.
Oh, okay, cool. You're doing okay.
That's with the -3.
Yeah, you're doing okay. HP-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up, by the way.
All right, let's do this. Do it. Shooting him back in the face. I rolled a 21.
Ooh. Okay, that's a hit.
Woo!
All right, give me a damage roll.
I don't have it in... How much is that?
The standard blasters, unless you had a better one, is a 2d6.
Okay. 5.
Okay.
I have a heavy blaster for some reason.
I have a vibro blade.
No, he's like a knife guy.
I like it up and personal.
Yeah. Which you're welcome to do if you want to, but they're
I'll wait till they get
only a
closer.
few feet away from you. Yeah.
All right. Don't run the entire length of the hall.
Suppressing knifing! Pico lets off a shot and misses.
God
and then
damn it, Pico. I'm just saying, you gave me shit. I'm doing the best I can. I'm just saying, you need to hold up your end too. Seriously, we don't have time for this. Hit him! Look out! They're gonna shoot back.
Pico gets shot in the arm.
God damn it, Pico!
While he's arguing, he's like flailing his arms, arguing with you, and it just like gets one of his arms.
I told you to watch out, Pico. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have time for this shit, Pico. They're gonna kill us. I swear to God, Pico. I swear to God.
You're up, Phalius, by the way.
22.
Okay, that's definitely a hit. That first trooper that you got a shot off from before goes down.
See? That's what I'm talking about, Pico. That's how you do it. Pico, now...
Pico or Pico?
Who the hell knows with this guy? Who knows?
A Pico de Gallo.
Guys, everyone, his name is Pico.
Pigo?
Pico.
Well, why don't Pigo shoot somebody?
Listening to the comms, it sounds like he has.
He's once. I've just taken out 2. Come on, Pigo, it's your turn. I don't want to hear about how bad your goddamn arm hurts.
Pico lets off a shot and actually does succeed on a crit.
Thank you.
And with that shot, he hits one of the 2 remaining squarely in the head, and it goes down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, Pigo.
All
All right, nobody likes a bragger.
Now you understand how we feel about you. That was on comms, right?
Oh, the humans got us silly friends. The short tongue is such a stupid friend.
Yeah, anytime you want to jump in and help there, Slippery Jim, anytime.
Someone has to stay and supervise.
All right, I didn't realize this was a Union ship. All right, let's go.
The remaining trooper rushes towards you guys, trying to like butt you with the edge of his gun, and totally misses you.
Oh, this is my game now.
Yeah, so he's right up on you. He like tried to like swing with the butt of his rifle and missed.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my vibro knife.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go right up underneath the chin, right into his head.
Cool. Give me an attack roll on that.
15.
15 that was
Total. With my melee bonus.
No, so like you catch the armor, but you don't actually.
Damn him.
Get in deep. Pigo lets off a shot at point blank range.
Come on, Pigo. Come on, Pigo.
Doesn't make me look bad, Pigo.
Come on, Pigo.
The shot like blows off the helmet, but the guy is still standing there. Like it was really effective though at disabling his armor.
Okay. That's gotta stun him, right?
Yeah, he's like dazed, so he actually doesn't
perfect.
get to go now. It's your go. And do it with a roll with advantage.
What's advantage?
Twice and roll the better of the 2 rolls.
21.
Okay, that's a hit. Give me a stab check.
5.
All right. In his his exposed face, your vibro blade slides in. Would you care to describe how it looks?
I've dreamt about this moment
We may need to edit this.
Patreon exclusive, R-rated cut.
I punch him in the face with the butt of the knife, and then and from the bounce back, his head brings his head up. I swing a wild slash across his neck, and it just slices open his neck, and blood just slowly begins to trickle out, and then it just sort of gushes red, like a red bib down his shirt, as he just collapses into cold death.
Yeah, so even though he initially was wearing the white of an Imperial Stormtrooper, by the time all of this is done, it appears to be wearing the red of an Imperial Guard.
As the good Lord intended. That's what I'm talking about, Pigo!
Yeah.
Teamwork! Give him a high five.
With it, he like starts to raise his bad hand, and then he like raises the other one.
There
and,
you
gives,
go.
Gives it to you.
Good job, Pigo.
If you two are done making the kissy faces, perhaps we could figure out what we're doing next.
I mean, to be fair, he does have sort of the duck face. All right, Pigo. What do we got to do to get out of it? Like, where do we got to go? There's nobody left.
Well, I'll just say we're on the
Is
on
everybody's-
comms. Let's all meet in the cockpit and let's figure out what our next
he
move
said
is.
cockpit.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, to the cockpit and
Follow
beyond.
you.
Come on, Pigo.
All right, so you guys, the two parties that were on the outside of the ship make their way back in. So you come on board, and Garth meets you there. It's like, guys, thanks so much for everything. We're gonna see this one through, but there's still some ships out there. We I don't know. You can either dock your ship inside our transport. It's large enough for that, or we can split off. But either way, we need to get out of here.
Well, so obviously you have, special, someone or some cargo that's special. So I suggest, I don't know, I'm just talking among the group with the group at this
Just
point.
on comms.
Thanks.
It is, but you guys are on the room, so it's this weird delay. Like it's just like moving. But like,
We're right here.
Yeah.
Turn on.
Oh, sorry.
There, thank you. I don't know. Do we want to stay with these guys? Like,
Well, I would say like we've helped them. We've got all their systems back online. Let's get into.
Where are you guys at Slippery
We're
Jim?
at Aargonar.
Where are you headed, Slippery Jim?
well, what I was trying to say was, my boy Garth here and Pigo. This very important to the rebellion.
Pigo's important to the rebellion?
Oh, Pigo is a master important to the rebellion. He's the best slicer I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Garth's up like, yeah,
What's your deal,
Pigo and
Garth?
I, we're pretty sure that if we can get away, we have the skill and now the right information to hack the holonets. If we can get away and monitor some Imperial signals, we think that we might be able to get on the holonet sequence and then crack this whole Death Star thing wide open. Like the whole Empire would know that it wasn't just some rebel assault, that they can't just say that we were terrorists attacking things, that it was the Empire attacking its own citizens.
Oh, so these are like our rebel hacktivists.
Wait a minute. Can you hack your way? Can you slice your way into Imperial data?
I mean, we figured out a way to like track signals and the drone ships that go off in space and connect the different holonet frequencies. Like we would need to track one down first before we can get on, but
Oh my God,
But yeah.
Phileas, are you really thinking about your stupid conspiracy theory about this other project? We got to take care of this battle here at Aargonar.
Hold on.
Well,
First
look,
of all,
if the Empire has something going on, we need to find out about it.
exactly, and they do have something going on. Did you guys notice that TIE fighter
do you
had
have
shields?
classified information?
The TIE fighter, I saw a TIE fighter have shields.
Most ships have shields.
TIE fighters don't, God damn it! Everybody knows that. It would have to be some sort of prototype new ship.
It's not that new. They've been doing it for like 15 years.
Where you been?
Not en masse. Not in mass.
Not en
most
masse, but-
most TIE fighters don't have shields.
Yes,
This is
most
true.
don't.
Most TIE fighters don't have the more advanced
Like
repulsor
99%
deflecting
of them
shields.
don't.
But we've seen enough
All
that
ships
we
have
know.
the basic debris reflecting shields, but it's true. Most TIE fighters don't have the more powerful energy shot deflecting shields.
So don't try to retcon this.
But all ships have shields.
Jesus Christ.
He is God.
Bullshit. All I'm saying is
It's the will of the case.
there's more to this than
You
meets
should better
the-
figure out this shit soon, because we need to be moving out of here real quick.
Are we gonna fight
Are you
here in
going to dock
Aargonar?
your ship inside us
Dock the
and
ship,
continue
let's
moving,
spend some more
or are
time
you
with
going to
these
just travel in
slicers.
tandem?
No, because all we're gonna do is just fly into another Imperial trap. Let's fly with these guys for a while and fly into another Imperial trap.
We don't want to see what's happening on Aargonar. Make sure.
Almost everyone is off of Aargonar.
Okay.
We are way smarter than the Imperials. We knew they were coming. We got our shit together.
All right, we'll stick with them. We'll dock and stick with them.
I want to find out with these slicers now.
All right, let's do this.
All right, can I have a crew go up onto the Susan and then move it into position to actually dock inside?
This is you. This is you.
Hi, I'm gonna move in the Susan into position so I can dock inside
This is
I think this is NPR. Bastard. Come on, move on.
All right, here we go.
Oh, give me a piloting check to do
Pilot
it.
check.
Whoa!
That was a forceful check. Aggressive.
Wow! Just shoot an eye out with that thing.
15.
Okay, once you get into the Susan and you take off from the airlock and start to move it into position, you are successfully getting it lined up into position. Over the comm, Sleeper Jim's like, "God damn it, you stupid bastard! Move faster!"
Right?
No. I don't. No jackrabbit here. I'm nice and slow.
Don't.
You said
pressure
need to
him, he'll
move
only go slower.
move faster.
Okay, think about baseball. Think about baseball.
We search sitting ducks out here. Even with our boys having gotten the ships online and the shields, and even with the short tongue getting the guns, we're fucked.
Oh no.
Just as you are about to get the ship into the dock, you see a group of TIE fighters arcing in your general direction. And as they start to close in,
Wait, do these TIE fighters have shields?
well, you're about to find out, because an Imperial transport vessel that's been spinning around in space collides with them, creating a giant explosion. You see a small blue pulse indicating that there may have been shields, but more importantly, a giant explosion, and then a snow cloud of foam in space as the booby trap that Reggie had rigged goes off.
Nice.
Fire extinguishers.
Fire
I'm telling you.
extinguishers.
I got them bastards. That was a pretty good trick you guys taught me with
was
the
good,
fire
Reggie.
extinguishers. Some good stuff. That's some coverage.
Can't teach an old clone new tricks.
Hey,
That's what you
Fendir,
sound
Really,
like.
Dad?
That's what
Really,
you sound
dad
like.
jokes?
Yeah,
Really?
I know. I always make dad jokes, and you criticize me for them.
Fendir, right?
Because you don't have
Yeah,
kids.
That's
Why
me.
don't you finish docking that ship? Give me another piloting check.
Any day now. Come on.
Think of
Not so
baseball.
hard.
Think of baseball.
Oh.
No, it's okay. 16.
Okay. The ship docks, and the hatches shut on it, and everyone sort of gets into position to man this transport ship. Over the comms, Slippery Jim chimes in, like, "Oh, we're heading to some friends of mine. I got a buddy. He's a drunk bastard, but he'll take care of us while we need to research the data that we need. So next up, we're heading to Bespin."
All right.
And with that, we're going to end the session here.
Well, I mean, that's a great spot to end at. I'm excited about Bespin because, of course, we better meet Lando. And seriously, I want to get a cape when I go
Forget
shopping at the
Lando,
gift,
man. I
gift
want
shop.
Lobot.
Are you gonna get whatever his head, the earphones or whatever, his cyborg headset thing?
You want to try that again?
Yeah. And scene.
Yes, I do. You can edit that in later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that in just the way it is with my proposed edit. No, but seriously, I'm pretty excited about
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, you can find out all these adventures on our website, certainpov.com. You can find out past adventures also at certainpov.com. Everything behind the scenes on Patreon. All of that is accessible on our website, certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my Nerfherders.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.